Welcome, everybody, to predictions for week number 2. Gibblet was sick yesterday, so he's down here right now hanging out with me. I'm doing this right before my flight. Well, the wifey's still sleeping. Ryan, want to come say hi? No? Okay, he doesn't want to come say hi, but you might hear him in the background. So we're going to do this one relatively quickly, just because I wanted to make sure I got my predictions out. First things first is we'll go over week number 1, but before that...
It's not working, blue one.
Oh, it's not working? I'm sorry. The batteries are dead. Here you go. Do you want to play with it without it? Sorry, we're going to have some distractions while we do this. Want to say hi? Look, Ryan. Are you on the screen? Here.
No.
No? You don't want to be on the screen?
Screen.
All right. We'll say hi first. Say hi.
No.
You got to say hi. See, that's you. See you? Say hi.
No.
No? Okay. What's on your face? Okay. Well, Gibblet, who do you think's going to win? Do you think G2's going to win?
Not me.
Oh, you're going to win. That's smart. That's smart. What about... All right, G2 or Rogue?
Whoa.
Rogue. Okay, so we got a Rogue prediction from Gibblet. I guess we're doing his predictions right now. Ghost or Cloud9?
No.
Which one?
9.
9, Cloud9. Okay, so for you to choose the second one. Space Station or Evil Geniuses? Evil Geniuses. Okay, and Splice or NRG? NRG. You're always just choosing the second one. It's not a bad call. G2 or Evil Geniuses? Ryan, which one? G2 or Evil Geniuses? Which one? Evil Geniuses. Okay. What about for Europe? So we got his picks there. Let's go over to Europe.
I watch TV on this one.
We're not watching TV on here right now. Sorry, bud.
I watch TV.
I know. We can watch TV in a little bit. Look, we're on the screen. You see yourself on the screen?
I watch TV.
All right, Ryan. Okay, you want to leave here? You play with your cars for a little bit longer.
No.
I'll set up TV for you in a second.
I don't want to go.
Okay, can you show me your car? Well, he's only doing the first picks. Okay, really quick. The Esport shop rules. Thanks, bud. The Esport shop rules are for every team I predict to lose and they win, shocker, I buy an item from the shop. So that's what we're going to do every single week, but I will count it for this whole season. So we got one Splice piece so far and one Mouse Sports piece. The other team I was wrong with was... You want Cookie Monster? Go get him. Where's Yoshi? Is the Barcelona team I can't obviously buy any gear for. That was the other one I got wrong, but that's okay. So, moving on. We'll go back over to North America real quick. So, from the first week, we'll do a quick review. Energy Ghost felt like very what everyone expected. I think Energy maybe could have put up maybe a little more offense from what I remember. They had 3 goals in 2 of the games. It was very... slowed down. I feel like that's what Energy does, but that's just what Ghost does. It was like, not much going on in that series. It's very expected there from Energy. The next series, Cloud9 versus Splice, extremely close series, 3 overtime games. Splice could have easily won the series if they didn't have some extremely weird whiffs, but it showed that Splice is competitive, and Cloud9 at the same time didn't look fantastic, for sure. Okay, go ahead and pour them out. So Cloud9 didn't look that great. Splice, though, looked pretty decent, but we weren't sure if that was because of Cloud9 or not. EG versus Rogue, I thought this was just a clown fiesta of a series. Like, the defense was nowhere to be found. And until EG finally shut down Rogue the last 2 games, which is a little promising. But before that, a lot of strange goals, a lot of just weird defense. Whoa, that's a lot of numbers. Whoa, can we put them on the couch?
No.
You want Daddy to hold them?
Oh, no.
I gotta hold all these numbers. See, this is why we have to do this real quick. I was gonna do it yesterday when Gibbs was at daycare, but then he got sick, so now he's here with me.
Oops, I dropped one.
Oh, you dropped one?
2.
Okay.
But I want to hear it.
You gonna put them there? All right. Whoa, there they all go. Okay. Okay. Do you want to put them on the couch and count them?
No.
Oh, you gonna put them with your alligator? Okay, he's gonna put them with his alligator. Anyway. We'll continue. I wasn't impressed with EG or Rogue necessarily here. I thought Crow had a decent series. And G, obviously, player of the week. He did okay, but overall, it was just a weird series. A lot of offense, obviously, but I want to see how these defenses kind of shape up in the future. Splice versus Ghost. So the series was close. Splice takes the win, which is a huge, huge win. I thought Illusion was extremely disappointing this entire weekend. They kind of had him on the back foot, just playing defense the entire time, and he made tons of defensive errors. So I think that was a major problem with Ghost, so I think they got to evaluate that. Also, Illusion had the most boost used out of any player this entire week, and he had the least stats across the board. So that's like goals, assists, and saves combined, I guess. I think he was last in goals. He was like 21st in assists and like 23rd in saves. Whoa. Oh, they all fell down. So it wasn't a good week for Illusion. We'll see if he can pick it up this week. G2 versus Space Station. Space Station probably should have won the series, honestly. They were playing better than G2 for most of it. Towards the end, they just had a couple mistakes here or there. We actually went over this one on YouTube as well. By Game 5, though, it was definitely G2's game, and I thought Chicago really stepped up, at least in Game number 5. Maybe not early on in the series, but he had like 5 insane passes that were set up for shots, and I think only one was actually like credited towards a goal, but he had a lot of good setups. I think for G2's point of view, I felt like J-Naps, he was kind of quiet throughout. And I think Rizzo was extremely good with vision and supportive passes, but his shots were a little off. So we'll see if that can get all figured out. And for Space Station, they just got to finish, man. It fell down. Yay. Space Station, they just got to finish. Gibblet's going crazy. Anyway, let's go into week number 2. They fell down? Did can the horsey pick them up? No? Okay. So, week number 2, G2 versus Rogue, Kronovi versus his old team. Was not impressed by Rogue enough. We'll see if we can see some more from them, but I'm going to go with 3-1 G2 there. I want to see if this is actually popping up. It is, okay. Right away. Ghost versus C9. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't pick C9 here, even though they didn't look that good in their first series. I'm still going to go probably a 3-1. We'll see if Ghost can figure out that defense, but it's going to be pretty tough. I'm sorry, C9 versus a C9 high-powered offense, but they didn't look great in the first week, so we'll see. Space Station versus EG. Wow. This is probably going to be a 4 or 5 matchup either way towards the end of the season in my mind. I'm going to go Space Station here. I thought they played pretty well. And EG, they played well towards the end of their series, and it was like kind of polar opposites where Space Station started off hot, EG ended hot. But I'm still going to give it to Space Station just because one less mistake and they 3-0 G2, and then it's like we'd be talking a whole different story. So I'm going to go Space Station there. Splice versus Energy. You got to go Energy until they lose at this point. We'll go with 3-1 as well here. Splice, though, looked better than we expected. I'm still not sold on them. I can see them as a number 6 spot. Taking over Ghost spot, but yeah. And then G2 versus EG. I think this probably depends how EG shows up earlier, because if they do get a big win versus Space Station, maybe they ride it out and they take down G2 as well. But I'm going to go G2 here in a 3-2. And it's a huge week for EG because EG gets 2 teams that are like right in their tier list, basically. I feel like Cloud9 Energy maybe a little bit above G2 if you want to say that, but you could also throw G2 in there. And then G2's on that cusp towards where EG and Space Station are. So EG playing 2 teams that are supposed to be right near them in the standings. So this is a very big week for them. So we'll see how that pans out. There we go. So that is an A. Let's go over to Europe really quickly. All right, Europe. Okay, big week here as well, but we'll go over the games that happened already. Triple Trouble versus the Bricks. I picked Triple Trouble here. Everyone thought I was crazy. They take the win, and I was still disappointed in Triple Trouble. I didn't think they played well at all. The Bricks played pretty bad as well, but I think we kind of have to give them a week just because Speed was playing from Orlando. So we'll see how they look this week. TSM versus Mouse. That one was relatively expected. TSM kind of dominated that series. Even though Mouse got a win in there, I felt like it was TSM's game. TSM's offense wasn't fantastic, and that's something to watch for throughout the season, but they did get the win here. Vitality versus PSG. I thought Vitality, again, like this is very similar to the TSM series where I feel like Vitality was controlling the series, even though it was a 3-1. PSG just didn't really do much. Like, obviously, only scoring 3 goals. I don't know what to take away from PSG in this series. I want to see more of them. Oh, boy. He's just pouring everything out. Whoa, a lot of track. Vitality, though, I think looked relatively strong. And I think they could be the best team in Europe right now. So we'll see. Ryan, we'll put it together in a little bit. Next up, Mouse versus Triple Trouble. Again, Triple Trouble cannot shoot. They're shooting, but extremely weak shots. We went over this one on YouTube as well. Ronicky, terrible shooting performance throughout the series. Mouse had good defense. Honestly, the only time they had exceptional defense in my mind was the game they lost. Was game number 3. The other games were just kind of like easy shots to save for the most part. But they had a lot of offense going. So that is a good sign for Mouse. Getting a lot of goals. Alex setting up a lot of plays. Tigre playing some pretty good defense. But I think this is more Triple Trouble. They could have won this series pretty easily. They had tons more shots. They got to work on figuring that out. But also, like, Mouse is scoring 4 goals a game with, like, not a lot of shots as well. So, there's a... Where are you going upstairs for? Here, you come here first. Come here first, and we'll go upstairs in a little bit. Can you sit with Daddy? No. All right, we're going to do this one quick. Barcelona versus Dignitas. Great win for Barcelona. Dignitas did not look fantastic, but Barcelona kind of took it to them. Very similar to DreamHack, except they got the results. So well done there. Predictions really quick. I might not even have time to read this. Actually, maybe we will, because it looks like Gibblet's not going upstairs just yet. Or I'll write it down, I should say. Vitality versus Barcelona. Huge week for them. I got Vitality winning this. This is a giant week for Vitality, because if they go 2-0, they're basically the number 1 seed going into playoffs, or at least it seems that way. But I got a 3-1 for Vitality there. Dig versus PSG. I didn't see much from PSG. I didn't see much from Dig, but Dignitas is a team that has been great before, so you kind of have to give it to them there. Next up, we got Triple Trouble TSM. I was very disappointed in Triple Trouble last week. They need to figure things out. They could take it to them here if they keep up that offensive shooting. They just have to score. TSM's very defensive, but I'm going to give it to TSM until I see otherwise. Ryan's just throwing things down the stairs, but that's fine, as long as he's still downstairs. Mouse Sports versus the Bricks. I said the Bricks would finish number 7, but after seeing Triple Trouble, they'll probably finish number 6. I got the Bricks winning this game 3-1, but we could see Mouse winning this one, and if that happens, the Bricks are in big, big trouble because they play the 2 bottom teams, supposedly, and they'll be 0-2. Dig versus Vitality, another big one, and usually, I almost always pick Dignitas. I'm going Vitality again. Vitality will be the top team coming out of this week. They will be 3-0. They will have beaten 2 of the best teams in the bracket, basically, or in this round robin, and I think Vitality will be looking really good. And that'll do it for the predictions. Again, any of these I get wrong, if the losing team wins and they're one of the 11 that's in the esports shop, we'll be buying items for them next week when that comes out. I think it's coming out early next week. I can't remember the exact date. And Gibblet's throwing lots of things. So we're going to go, but thank you guys so much for watching. And that'll do it for the video. Later.